Hello, my name is Lucas. This is Bit of Lit, and it is time for the first and hopefully last, at least until April when it's my birthday, book haul of the year. I say that because I bought a lot of books last year that I have yet to read, and I hope to do. I'm going to get through those and these books before I do any more buying. Hopefully I will get through all of these before April. Shouldn't be hard. I read quite fast, but, you know. Anyway, I have once again purchased a bunch of books from Chinese authors. A lot of these are much more modern than the works I have read, because I've read, some Chinese poets and that are, from ancient China or traditional literature. Story of the Stone or The Water Margin or The Monkey King or Romance of the Three Kingdoms. All of them are excellent, in case you're wondering. The Water Margin is my least favorite of the four, but, it's still really good. They're all excellent. But I want to read more modern stuff, and I do have, a lot of time to read. So let's talk about the individual collections. This is Raise the Red Lantern, which is a collection of 3 novellas by Tong. He also wrote Rice, apparently. There is the cover of Rice with the beefy Chinese man. Anyway, this looks like good fun. I've never heard of this person. He wrote during the Cultural Revolution, or shortly after. This came out originally, it looks like, from 1990. Yeah, originally published in Chinese in 1990. This is translated by, I just saw the name a second ago, Michael S. Duke, and published in English in 1993. There are 3 novellas in here. We've got, well, let me just tell you about it. He's an author that uses magical realism, apparently. I didn't know that when I bought it. I didn't see that part of the description on the back, but I'm very excited about this from the description that I did read. The brutal realities of the dark places Tong depicts in this collection of novellas set in 1930s provincial China. Worlds of prostitution, poverty, and drug addiction belie his prose of stunning and simple beauty. The title novella, Raise the Red Lantern, which became a critically acclaimed film, tells the story of Lotus, a young woman whose father's suicide forces her to become the concubine of a wealthy merchant. Crushed by loneliness, despair, and cruel treatment, Lotus finds her descent into insanity both a weapon and a refuge. 1934 Escapes is an account of a family's struggles during one momentous year, plagued by disease, death, and the shady promise of life in a larger town. The family slowly disintegrates. Finally, Opium Family details the last years of a landowning clan whose demise is brought about by corruption, lust, and treachery, fruits of the insidious crop they harvest. And, they all sound really good to me. The last story in particular, given that it happened, this was published in China after the Cultural Revolution, sometime after. I'm excited. I'm interested to read this. I'm very happy that I saw this. There was another, I don't know if it was a collection or a novel or what. I didn't look at it too much. I just saw the price was twice as much. I had a budget, 520 RMB. I think that's like $80 or something, somewhere around there. Maybe it's 90. No idea. I got 5 books. Very happy with all of them. I would have set a budget of $100, whatever that is in RMB, but that's how much I had in cash, 520, and I ended up spending 521. You can imagine how happy I was when I realized how bad at math I am. Anyway, I'm very excited about that. Next is another author I've never heard of. This is from China Intercontinental Press. Not too sure who the translator is, because I have yet to open this, but this is selected works of Xia Tianmin. Hey, I can see myself on my phone, on the book on my phone. Yeah, this book includes 8 novellas. Two Great Sheep, Around Wangyun Lake, To Kiss in Chang'an Street, A Big Osmanthus Tree, A Flying Village, Cold Chain, Fish in the Earth, and North North. Two Great Sheep won the 3rd Li-Qun Literature Award. That's really cool. I don't know when that award started. It's a Chinese literary award. Li-Qun is an excellent author that was born in Qing Dynasty and wanted to change his country through literature. And I recommend Li-Qun. If he won this award, hopefully that means that he's also really good. I'm excited for this. I don't know anything about it besides it has 8 novellas in it. So yeah, contemporary Chinese literature. We will talk more about this. How about that? And then we've got what looks like, this comes from New World Press, which I think is also a Chinese publisher. This is a selection of Chao Wenxuan's stories. Hopefully I'm saying that right. Look at that cover. That is beautiful. I love it. And there's his signature there. Cao Wenxuan, I can't say it. Cao Wenxuan is a renowned contemporary Chinese writer and winner of the Hans Christian Andersen Award. This book includes 11 of his stories of love, death, friendship, and family life. As a popular children's fiction writer, Cao has published over 50 books and has reached and touched millions of readers all over the world. Holy crap, 50 books. I'm happy to have this one. We will see what he's about. Yeah, I mean, I just saw the cover and I thought, oh, he writes fairy tales, children's books. I'd like to read that. Maybe I will find his work when I can eventually read actual books in Chinese that are not just for, maybe I can find some of his books and see what the difference is, because if it's for children, right, then it will be easier. We will see. I'm excited to read this in English, at least. We'll see about Chinese in the future. So yeah, that's good fun. Very happy with that. Now we've got some anthologies. The Vintage Book of Contemporary Chinese Fiction, edited by Carolyn Chao and David Su Li-Qun. Hopefully I said that right. This has stories, if I get it right, from these yellow, by Xiao Yi, Bi Shu Min, Zai Zihai, Chen Shi Shu, Cheng Naishan, David Su Li-Qun. I never like it when editors put their own stories in, but, hopefully it will still be good. Deng Youmei, Feng Ji Cai, Liu Xin Wu, Mo Shen, Shi Tie Sheng, Su Shuyang, Su Tong, Wang Anyi, Wang Zhengqi, Wang Meng, Zhang Jie, Zhao Damian, Zhou Libo. Hopefully I said those right. I think so. I probably missed a few pronunciations. Anyway, in this illuminating anthology, David Su Li-Qun and Carolyn Chao introduce American readers to China's most enthralling writers at work today. From Shanghai to Beijing and all of the regions in between, we meet people whose lives have been transformed in ways both large and small by their country's recent history. The married dancer in life in a small courtyard discovers the value of love when she consoles a friend alienated by her wealthy husband. Between Life and Death introduces an obstetrician who rises above societal convention by sharing her life with a proud mortician. And in Fate, a writer ruminates over the split second that has prevented him from ever going to the West. Alternately, whimsical and profound, surreal and gritty, each of the 21 stories in the Vintage Book of Chinese Fiction is a literary testament to a post-revolutionary nation in transition. It has a cute picture of this baby and the fish, too, which was very exciting. This was published in 1986, it looks like. Let me see. originally published, no, the Picador Book of Contemporary Chinese Fiction, London, Picador, 1998. Okay, so there we go. Printed in the US, though, and translations, yes. Who, originally published in Great Britain, but 1998. Okay. Vintage original, November 2001. What is going on with this page here? Okay, copyright 1998. Anyway, I don't know who the Vintage Books, I guess, is the publisher. So sorry about that. And at last, in case you were wondering, we've got 16 stories from the New Frontiers of Chinese Science Fiction, Broken Stars, edited and translated by Ken Liu, who is an excellent translator and author. I've read works that he's translated, and I enjoyed them. I enjoyed his translation, and I've read stories by him, and I enjoyed that too. Here are 16 short stories from China's groundbreaking science fiction writers, edited and translated by award-winning author Ken Liu. In Hugo Award winner Cixin Liu's Moonlight, a man is contacted by 3 future versions of himself, each trying to save their world from destruction. Hao Jingfang's The New Year train sees 1,500 passengers go missing on a train that vanishes into space. In the title story by Tong, a young girl is shown how the stars can reveal the future. In addition, 3 essays explore the history and rise of Chinese science fiction publishing, contemporary Chinese fandom, and how the growing interest in Chinese science fiction has impacted writers who had long labored in obscurity. By turns dazzling, melancholy, and thought-provoking, Broken Stars celebrates the vibrancy and diversity of science fiction voices emerging from China. Very cool, very excited, and I don't know, the cover's kind of cool. It shines. That has been this book haul. We will talk more about the books in the future. Until then, have a happy new year. Okay, Xin Yan Kuai Le, and take care of yourself.